Absolutely not. After she allowed Blue to blow her back out, Connie and Chrisean are no longer at odds. It appears that Connie was making fun of Blueface behind her back and even tried to convince her to leave Blue, which is why Chrisean is pursuing her for dirt. The other day, Chrisean and Connie were working out to attain that summer figure. You never know with these celebrities, but no one was ready to wake up to this. They just take turns sleeping together and burning themselves sometimes. Chrisean claims that she broke up with Kehlani for the same reason, and it happened just when she thought she and Kehlani would become close friends. She finds out that Kehlani was ridiculing her as well. The worst part is that when Kehlani approached her at church, she was fully aware of what Blueface masculinity tasted like. This drama started just a few days ago when people noticed that Connie had unfollowed Chrisean the day after they worked out together at Ken's home gym. Because of a video that went viral showing Chrisean and her friends at her house having a crazy conversation with an unknown man on the street, people initially thought that Kehlani had unfollowed Kristen. One TikTok user, Nosy Bystanders, chose to express her thoughts on the subject by sharing a video depicting Kehlani's realization that Chrisean wasn't the kind of guy she wanted to spend her time with after just one day. Kehlani addressed the entire matter in the comments section after noticing this.
Chrisean, you only hung out with Kehlani for one day. Now y'all already unfollowing each other? Because it only took one day for Kehlani to realize this is not the person I need to be around. Now, in the 3-part IG story, Kehlani and Chrisean had teamed up to head to the gym. Because the interaction was so short, it was pretty shocking after what happened next. Now, I guess after their workout, Chrisean had begun her live stream from which looked like her apartment. Some defamatory statements were made in regard to security outside of the apartment.
Are you okay, sir? Are you okay, sir?
Keep it quiet, please.
Nah.
Keep it quiet, 4th of July, buddy.
Why you got your...
I know, we all got guns. We all got guns. Bro, it's okay.
For real?
We don't want me to call ICE.
So from what looks to be like Chrisean's apartment, this neighbor comes out because of a noise issue. And apparently this neighbor had confronted one of Chrisean's security detail, and then that's where the argument ensues. And then you can hear another individual, a part of Chrisean's entourage, making...
Yes. But she asked to visit the gym when she saw me at church. The next day, Kehlani went to the gym in response. I thought it was the proper course of action. I'm not up to date on any of this. I don't know when it happened, but this flat problem was most definitely not on the same day. The next day, I literally parted for personal reasons. I don't have to get involved at all, you know? I have no ill will against her, and I don't play this at all. I think she deserves to be surrounded by wonderful people and her gorgeous child. There is no smoke at all, and I genuinely believe that everyone is capable of growing and changing. Maybe we should advertise that on these pages. Amen? Everything went from 0 to 100 at this point. After Shihan believed Connie was attempting to mimic Little Miss Goody, observing her remark. The real reason Kehlani unfollowed her and her child was subsequently disclosed by her on Instagram. Kehlani was overstating the cleanliness of the place. According to Chrisean, Kehlani reached out to her initially rather than the other way around. In the church where they first met, once they were enjoying themselves, Connie told her she wanted to go to the gym. She asked if she may join her sometime because she was once a professional elite before allowing Blueface to wreck her life. When she and Blue began hanging together, Kehlani would silently criticize their connection. At one point, she even suggested that she end her relationship with Blue since he was manipulative. She began to wonder what was going on between Kehlani and Blue and couldn't understand why Connie was feeling so pressed about her personal life at this time. Kehlani finally acknowledged that she and Blue had dated in the past, even on a few occasions.
Okay, let's get to Kehlani. Kehlani, she's a sweetheart. We went to the same church. We saw each other in the parking lot. We was excited to see each other. It was very sweet. It was a great interaction. We exchanged each other numbers. We started talking about what she do, what I be doing. She like, oh, y'all been working out again in the gym? Like, shoot, I'll come join you. Like, get me right. Like, I'm an athlete at heart. I play pro league. So we just was heading off on that conversation. Everything went great. Okay, we working out. Before I start recording everything, I asked her, because you know, I make over 7 figures on my Snapchat, so she got a studio session afterwards. I said, you care if I join? I would love to see how you work. She like, all right, but no cameras, you know, this is my home. I said, all right, bet. We went to our house. Cool. Very respectful. We even prayed in there and all that. Okay, I think this is where it took a turn. We start talking, she start telling me reasons why I should get this removed. She's the one that got the laser removal place where I'm gonna go, because that's where she go. She was giving me advice, and then she came out of nowhere, and I'm asking her, like, not like that, but like, where is this all coming from? Like how do you, like she kept saying he's a manipulator, he's this, he's that, he's that. Girl, come to find out, she telling me with her own mouth that Blueface cracked that she'll be not, like, she just starts like telling herself, she like, I'm nothing to worry about, because I don't really want him, but let me tell you this. In my head, I'm like, damn, what he didn't hit? You feel me? This is why I fell out with, not like that, but Coil Ray. Over the same shit. This nigga crack every in the industry. Like, for real. Alright, cool. We're still cool. We prayed after that. After she told me that, it sat on me like, so with somebody that's giving me advice about a tattoo, about his face being on my face, but you're the same female that rolled that the face. You feel me? But I ain't say nothing, bro. On crit, I ain't say nothing. I just was, I went through with the situation like, all right, we still could be friends, cause how long ago was that? I didn't even ask how long ago, bro. I just was like, all right, let me back up from that. Okay, cool. We work out the next day. Guess who's blowing my phone? My baby dad. It say Chrisean dad. Bro, we're doing reps. He's telling me what to do, how to do it. My phone is ringing. So I'm looking at her, I looked at the phone. Hold on, let me take this 1 second. Took it. I stepped off. You know what I did? I asked him politely. I asked him, first of all, he was talking about his house and all this other stuff, like, go get the rest of your things, da da da. You know me, I'm like, you cracked Kehlani? Like, you used to deal with her? Like, how deep was y'all still talk? Like, what is it? When would y'all stop talking? Like, all that. I asked him all that. I don't know if that offended her, but I stepped off when I asked it. Okay, cool. Trust me, I was battling like, damn, Sean, I swear to God, I was like, Sean, that's just not for her because she used to do it. That's kind of weird. Like, you know, like, it was. I was happy that she told me, but she should have told me at church. Girl, you should have told me that at church. Like, oh yeah, that's cool, but let me tell you something. On some real shit, sis, I fuck with you cool as shit. But I don't really like the drama for real because, you know, I used to deal with Blueface. Yeah, we f***ed. And now I want to be cool with you and your friend, and I think that's kind of like inappropriate.
Or will I lie now? When Chrisean said that Connie ought to have told her about her Blueface at church, I couldn't stop giggling. What? I love you, girl. However, after noticing this, Kehlani eliminated any unwanted situation just once by posting multiple paragraphs on her Instagram stories in which she refuted Chrisean remarks made during her live stream. As a mother and protector of my peace and safety, I distanced myself. Therefore, you don't have to propagate untrue tales and make up stories about me. I'm worried about my safety. I therefore didn't want to be on camera or keep worrying about someone finding out where I was or disturbing my tranquility. I wish you and your family the very best. As I wrote in the Shadroom article, that's absurd that I would be provoked by that and create a horrible rumor that is completely beneath me and doesn't match me own scheme. You don't have to act contradictorily. Focus on your relationship with God and your son. There was no need for this. Voiding the subject again. Shut down, live, and focus on the future. You have life left to live, she said in a subsequent post. I disregarded everyone's advice not to hang. I was disappointed when I said that people often misunderstand my character and insult me. I was consequently willing to form my own opinion. My self-defense through unfollowing is the reason behind all of this. You're better off not believing this. I believe that I was tricked into doing this. I was fine. Anyway, this is my punishment for not using my judgment. What the devil? We are adults. You're mothers. Please. OMD, I wrote music. This isn't my ball. Actually, I'm on the set. Others weren't immune to this and accused Chrisean of believing Kehlani would want to be on Blueface's baby mom list or have sex with him in the future. Some, however, chastised Connie, claiming that she was capable of carrying out Chrisean allegations. People in the comments section remarked that Connie's weird, suggestive images with Bryson Tiller were extremely disrespectful to his girlfriend at the time. This individual claimed that she was trying to make it clear that since she and Bryson were only close friends, she didn't see anything wrong with it. Like, gal, come on. So Llama, please don't be so quick to criticize Chrisean Kehlani fans. Someone said, I don't think Chrisean is lying because Kehlani wouldn't unfollow her if she didn't want to be filmed. You might simply break off contact with the woman. Moreover, what does Paris have to do with anything? Who said that you were trying to get something? The purpose of these irrelevant points is to deflect the conversation. In order for me to clock a lie, I hope Chrisean has a receipt. But now, I want to know what you think. Do you think Kehlani should be picked up by Chrisean? Do any of you think Kehlani actually allowed Blue into her life? Kindly leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Don't forget to click to view this additional explicit movie.